Right, hello and welcome back to Hive Fleet. So, since last time, and our terrible defeat, at the hands of the landing pad, I've gone and had a little faff in the ship designer. And I've come up with a few designs, so this is one. It's terrible. It is literally, I've called it a fuel silo. It's just if we need to carry a bunch of fuel, this thing will do it. The idea here is that we have a fuel storage separate from the flagship or other ships. So I can extend the range of a interceptor group and what have you by sending one of these with them, or if I want to extend the range of my own fleet and how much fuel I can carry, I can just carry one of these. It's very cheap. It costs £5.5 grand. It has no guns on. It's a modification to the Vokshod here, the Vokshod X2. I've basically just modified it, stripped the guns, added more fuel, got rid of the all the communications and like electronic arrays and all this stuff at the top. I got rid of the jammers as well. I've kept it incredibly cheap. It's just a fuel silo. If I want the electronic suite as well, I'll have to buy one of these. In addition to that, I've created the HMS Wasp. Yep, they're all following the British naming convention because why not? So this thing is very cheap. The idea here was to basically create like almost the equivalent of your sort of standard, really cheap to deploy drone here. It's like the T-34 of the Hive Fleet world. Easily built, easily manufactured. You can get a bunch of these. They cost 11,110 to buy. They are very cheap for what they are. It's a modification of, I think it was the Rook that it was, but I've given it more armaments. It's now more comparable with something like the Navarin, so you can kind of see where this came from. So you've got the Rook here. It's got a bunch of these bombs on it, which are sort of useful. Not the Nomad, the Navarin here. Very similar, but bombs, fuel tanks and things. The idea with this was to create, and this is the other thing as well, the Navarin, which actually costs a fair bit, only has 2 guns. This thing has 3. They're fairly cheap guns. I was actually going to be like, alright, I'll put the cheapest, lowest caliber, tiny guns on it I can, and I went for the miniguns. Turns out they're not the cheapest. It's the 57 auto cannons, the 57 mils. 1,500 them. Then you go to 2,000 for the 100 mil rapid fires. There's the Malot here, which is the 130 auto cannon. The 180 cannon here, and then it goes to 180 twin turret, 185 main battery, and then there's the rocket launcher here. So I've gone with the 57 mils. They're the cheapest ones. It has some fuel, a decent bit. It's got a few bits for ammo there, just here and here, just enough ammo for what it needs. There's a crew quarters. In fact, I think there's a larger one somewhere as well, but a few generators, and we've got a couple of escape pods as well. As well as that, there's 2 anti-ship missiles. Now, this thing, keep it in mind, it only costs a bit over 11 grand, is surprisingly effective. So we're going to put it, you can put it in a test, it puts it against a bunch of random enemies. So we can fire our missiles at this larger enemy here. We'll let our... Ow, took a missile hit there, that's going to hurt. As you can see, we've nearly destroyed that heavy cruiser. Ooh, that's going to hurt a bit. Ah, that missile got me. We'll give it another go. But hopefully this will prove my point here. Generally speaking, it can typically dodge missiles. As so, it's nimble enough to do that. And it will absolutely pummel most others. So that one there that we've just hit, that's been pummeled and will probably not be any problem to us now. He says it murders him. We've lost an engine. We have 4, so it's not as bad. Now we're down through his engines here. I think it's given us a bit of a hard roll here because the enemies are randomised. We'll see if it'll... The ship build isn't too bad, but again, like these are randomised. The not only that, but the so yeah, they are randomised as well as that. The ooh, that gave me a bit of a pummeling. Ow. Yeah, we're against some cruisers here. Ah, yeah. But it's not bad. For its cost, it can outperform. It can very easily outperform its cost. We'll get one more just to see if we can... Yeah, it should be able to handle that. At least the first few. So keeping in mind, just one of these is kind of on par with it, supposedly. Right? These are all corvettes. Right? We've got a frigate over here. And that's a Gladiator, remember, we had one of those last time. They are absolutely nasty little ships, them. So, we'll boost, that should get us out of the way of that. And dodge, there we go. I think one just hit his own teammate just then. Oh, dodge that missile. And down there-ish. Ow! Yeah, I've had all my systems knocked out there. I think that detonated the fuel and the ammo. Ooh. Ramming speed? No. No, we're gone. But it's not bad. It's not a bad ship. Like I say, it does outperform for its cost, and that is the whole purpose. It is very, very cheap. We can probably get a few of these in our fleet at the start, very easily. Right, we're getting some good hits there. Right. Go on, and Got one. There we go. Ooh. Ah, rockets. Rockets. Again, it's the nimbleness of it. With a decent bit of firepower. When the engines aren't overheating. But yeah, but even then, it's got a decent bit of reinforced. It's got some armor, so it is actually. There we go. Getting a bit of a better handle on it now. I will also point out as well that the test room is actually a real good place to practice your dogfighting as well before you go into another campaign. Come on, can I get one more? Too bad. Mind you, that frigate had come in at that point, a Gladiator, so yeah. And I'm having to deal with way more missiles than normal, but very powerful ship for what it costs. The other one I built, of course, I don't know if you can create your own custom flagships, but I've made an attempt. So you've got a Sevastopol here. Big, angry, chunky looking thing, yeah? This is the HMS Hellfire. It's not as big, because we've basically, the idea here was take the fuel off. I can just take a few of those fuel silo ships, separate the fuel ships from this thing. And the difference here is this is just all armour on the outside, nothing but armour. I've even gone as far as I removed the regular thrusters and just put manoeuvring thrusters, because for some reason it lets you put armour around those. The normal thrusters, it's like, oh, you can't put armour there, it gets in the way of the thruster. But not with the manoeuvring ones. Don't know why, but it works, and it's hilarious. So, it's just a giant gunship. All of these are just miniguns. They're all miniguns, right? And then on top of that, we've got these two 24 grand 6-barreled 185mm mega cannons on the top. This thing should basically carve through everything and anything here. It does, however, have absolutely zero missiles and no missile defense, he says, as well, basically the miniguns act as anti whatever the hell is in that direction. The main cannons, whilst effective, are not very good against nimble targets. They're really good against frigates and above, but anything smaller than that you're going to have issues with. And it's much better to just take them out with the main cannons. Also, anything below you. Now, it does have a blind spot. The blind spot is directly below because of the fuel canisters that are on it. But while that is true, it does have that blind spot. It is not there for the miniguns. The miniguns can hit that. And as you can see, anything that thinks it can hit us with missiles is swiftly put in its place. There is a turning time on the... there is like a turning speed on the main cannons that can prove a bit of an issue. That thing is basically dead. But we'll just make sure it goes down. we'll just give it a second here while we reload all our guns. And then we'll annihilate this guy for being below us. We don't want him in our blind spot. The lower... Basically, all of it is armoured. So even if they try to shoot from underneath, they'll have a hard time getting through. There are several layers of hull and armour there. But that is basically the only thing that's in any way a weak spot. You know, and it's a quote-unquote weak spot. It's like, yeah, there's a blind spot, but not much of one. And yeah, anything that gets in those main cannons and actually gets hit by them. As you can see on the bottom left, the radar on the top got a bit damaged. You can't really armour that thing because it has to be on an outside edge on the top. Other than that, not really much. I think these blocks here took a bit of damage, and that's about it. And it just carved through an entire enemy fleet solo. It is very expensive, however. It's 162,370 quid. It's very expensive for what it is. It has no evac pods, because the idea with this thing is, hopefully, I'm hoping I can select this as a flagship. Mind you, even if I can, it's probably way too expensive for what it is. But, the idea is, it's a big flagship, and if you lose this, you lose the campaign anyway, so it doesn't need evac pods. But yeah, the idea is just an alternative from the Sevastopol here. But yeah, and I call it the Hellfire for fairly obvious reasons, or what should be very obvious reasons. But yeah, I don't like the idea of this because it's got these giant fuel pods here, and just missiles racked up everywhere. Which means the missiles are going to have a limited use, and you'll have to stop to rearm them somewhere. And the fuel pods. I get that this isn't really meant to be a combat vessel, I suppose, but these fuel pods are just going to... They're going to go up like a tinderbox if something gets through the armour. And I think it'll be a chain reaction as well, so it'll just go boom, 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 and the ship will be destroyed if something chinks the armour. But I suppose again it's not really meant to get into combat your flagship. It's meant to just be there as if that's getting into combat, it usually means that all your other ships are dead, so probably shouldn't be getting it into combat anyway. But hey, anyway, on that, we're going to start a new campaign. In fact, is this the... It is, that's the old one, main menu. We're going to restart, we will get our bonus points. So we've got the tutorial off. Bonus 2,714. We, Karim Shah II, Emperor of the Romani, Great Duke of the lands of Haran, Monarch of Siem and Garat, most graciously grant the title of Tarkan of the Fleet to Grand Duke Mark Seadi Salimsky, thus granting him command over the ships of the Imperial Fleet at his sole discretion, the number of which shall be in accordance with his title. May God grant him the wisdom to use the power in which he has been entrusted for the good and honour of the Romani. Issued in the city of Salem on the 9th month of the year 21 of the dynasty, written by His Imperial Majesty's own hand. Right. Here we go. So, oh, we can ask for a hint as well. Take the red ones. These are workhorses and maybe one or two tankers for them. And there we are, there's the fuel silo. Does this count as a flagship, I wonder, the Hellfire? Oh, we absolutely can take that thing. Holy hell. It counts as an air superiority ship. No, no, why would it? Range, none. We can take a few fuel silos, so we've got 487 range. We've now put that up to 1,000 by taking a few fuel silos. Hang on, hang on. Oh, are you kidding me? One moment. Something's wrong. Fuel silo. Is something not attached here? Because I am looking at that. Right. And that, yeah, that needs restarting again. Yep. I'm looking at that thing. There it is. In the picture, it only had a single fuel silo on that then. I wonder if it had glitched or something, I don't know. But it looked like it only had one fuel silo on it, not two. Right, so we've got over 100 thou. Our range is 3,000. You put one of those on, and it's going down apparently. Jesus Christ. How is it going down? Designed to extend the range of strike groups. Yeah, this has got 3,000 range. Thrust to weight ratio 1, thrust to weight ratio 6. Ah, what on earth? How is that lowering our range? I might have an idea. I might have one last modification I need to make to that. Just 1 second. Because the thing is, you can't really test this in here. Call it a gas guzzler. We want different thrusters, don't we? And in fact, you know what? I would go as far as to say we shouldn't even have that many. Right, we want to have, where is an efficient one? Widely used on battleships thanks to its excellent thrust. Call it a gas guzzler. Being fuel efficient, which made it popular. Okay, we want these. We want these engines. Lovely, lovely, lovely. It's now even cheaper, and its range, its thrust to weight ratio is terrible. But where is the range? Range? Yes, 4,311. So yeah, that ought to do. Absolutely fantastic. Right, fuel silo. Save. Override. Yes. Back to the menus. And will this start as in here again? Yeah, because it doesn't. Yeah, so you go on there. Now it should say. Yeah, okay. Restart. New game. There. Sorted. Fingers crossed. Or maybe it's just no matter what you do, it doesn't extend the range. Yeah. So I bet if I swap that out and put in a, so that's a tanker and air superiority, that's air superiority ship. So we can take the Hellfire if we want. This does extend range when it's on the Hellfire. We've nearly hit. Ah, so it hits a critical mass, I guess, at some point where they no longer add to the range of the ship, well, the fleet. Ah, I understand. Yeah, and that only adds a little bit more. We want a few. Let's see. We want some wasps, I suppose. I will say that though, while the wasp has been made to be rather efficient yet decently okay, I will say the rook does only cost 6 thou. Got to be said. But yeah, so. But yes, alas, our range just isn't good enough with that. We can take the Sevastopol though. Range still isn't good enough. Right. We'll take the wasps. We'll go with a gladiator. The Wanderer was pretty good last time. I could get rid of the gladiator. The Jeopard there looks pretty good. I could go Jeopard. Or is it Jeopard or Gepard? Will Boschkod increase my range? No, can't even afford. Right, yeah, okay. So the wasp, we've got that, a few of those, a Gepard. We will take a Wanderer as well. That'll extend. Oh wow, actually, Wanderer is pretty expensive. Christ, how much? The range is a real kicker, ain't it? We've got 3,000 range with the Sevastopol. We've got 3,000 range. If I take, let's see, a Wanderer. Wow, that does not add to the range. Christ. Gepard, we've almost already run out of range. Jesus Christ. And the wasps are horribly inefficient for that sort of stuff. So we need a fuel silo. How the hell am I meant to get this to work then? So fuel silos are now just taking it, yeah, they're just taking range out. honest, even the AI designed, the default ones are a bit, yeah, they don't even add. Right, so hang on. 3 wasps, a fuel silo, a gepard. The range isn't high enough. Will it let me even do that? It will let me do that, apparently. Okay. I guess that's fine then. Okay. So, same as last time. Allow me to speak with you. I hope the Tarkans of Grat will support you. The infamous Omar Khan has found refuge to the northeast of Ur. If you meet him, I kindly ask you to give him this delicate pot. Right. We will skip the tutorial this time because we've basically got a bit of a handle on it, and again it's all nice randomized. So we will go. Where will we go? That's a good question. Their modules. I mean, we're gonna go there first, aren't we? Let's start then. And then I think we'll want to look for fuel. Oh. Got a radio to intercept. There's no chance of getting this, is there? Oh, got it. Heading east-northeast, main cargo or require on arrival turbine oil equals burlac. Okay. Heading east-northeast. We will send... We'll send a wasp, a fuel silo. So let's see, north, east, northeast. Let's try. That. Wasp, yep. Right, strike group. We've got 2 courageouses. We'll send in the wasp. Right, let's see how the wasp does then. So, my own design versus whatever the hell these are. Wow, powerful opening salvo. Yeah, they're better. There could be survivors on the surface. Yep, I understand. Yep. Okay. Well, we couldn't get protection to stop stuff exploding, so I guess we'll go for that. gift gilded dagger we can give to someone. And we've got some, wow, some really good spare parts. Okay. Wow. Nope. Tarkan. Archangel. $37 grand. I do not have that much. But I can order this to be repaired. Did we literally take no hits? We just went in and obliterated 2 enemy ships like nothing. Okay, right. Fuel is at 4%. Wow. How to get around this then? Right. Oh my god. It's just all out. Yeah, it's all completely out. No journey can be made. We lack fuel. Jesus Christ. It's so bad. Wow. 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 Yes. Jesus Christ. Well, you know what? That's gonna make for an unremarkable. Well, we'll get the next one started. Let's see if we can actually make some, you know, not ridiculous choices. Maybe the fuel silo needs to be bigger and have like 3 or 4 of those on. It's beginning to look like that, isn't it? Right. We'll take a fuel silo, we'll take the Gepard. To travel, the squadron must have a cruising range of at least 2,000 kilometers. Wasp. Wasp, Gepard. What about... Could go a Wanderer, or maybe a... Maybe just take another Wasp. So I'm assuming, yeah, Wanderer will make it way worse. Right. I'll take 2 fuel silos. Maybe it'll somehow come together. I require fuel. Where is fuel? Go. Go. We can make it. Get there. Ah! Yep, send the strike group. The Wasps and Gepard. Yes. And we'll start with a Wasp, which will probably... Ooh, there's a... Is that a Corvette? Ooh. We can test this out then a bit. How will it do against a bigger opponent? That's missile lock. Oh. And then he changed course. Right, get out of there. Quick. Out. Right, they're having a pretty hard time of it. That's one. I'm underneath this one. Dodge that. Nice and nimble, this thing. That, and I think I've actually got, like, somewhat decent at the fighting now. Oh, bit more over there. Couple of good hits. To hurry. We'll retreat, fuel's low. Right. Is this the Gepard? I think it is, isn't it? Oh, another Wasp. Oh wow, that thing did not have much health left. Crew dead, ooh. That's not good. We could salvage some. Well, yep. Okay. Right. We do have to search for survivors. Well, we made an attempt. We have to save the ammo because that will destroy other things. Gotcha. Right, we've got some free guns. The main fleet's about to arrive. Open the hatch. Oh wow, that thing is a bit wrecked, ain't it? Not massively, but, you know, a bit. Looks like a space invader almost, doesn't it, on that screen? Right. 109 bonus speed. The chase. A crowd of people rushes from the city to your ships as soon as you arrive. An elderly Doyen in the lead. Amid the screams and wails, he tells you about a military convoy that left the city just the other day. The leader of the escort, may the Almighty curse him for all time, took many people hostage and stole much of the city's riches. The Doyen begs you to chase down the armed ship and punish the villains, and he promises you all of the city's stolen riches as a reward for saving the hostages. They're headed northwest. He also tells you the escort's call sign, Crow. So, got supplies and shipworks, right. Wow, we took a beating there, but total repair cost is 700. Literally went in, nearly got ourselves blown to smithereens, yet still blew up 2 ships. No issues. What are the repair costs? Absolutely no, basically. Almost no cost to that repair. And it'll only take just shy of 10 hours. They are very versatile ships, I think, those. I think that's the best design by far out of them. Right, we are going to... In fact, hang on. Where was the... We've got no cheap fuel coming up. So we absolutely should just fill up while we can. There we go. And we will... Oh, we've got radio intercept. Let's hope it's Crow. Good enough. Average speed, now heading something refuel required on arrival, Vostok. They're heading somewhere. Can't do much about it, we need to refuel. And another one. Okay. Come on. Where are they? Oh, we're getting somewhere. Got him. There. Uranus, ETA in 4 hours, heading north-northwest, no passengers, looking forward. Crow, north-northwest. Right. Heading here. 4 hours. 2, 3, 4. We're probably going to miss that. We've got another 4 hours left to refuel and repair. In fact, not even doing the refuel there. They might still be there. You never know, they might have stopped to stock up on things. I'm aware we've spent some time here. There we are. Wow. It was saying that we didn't have enough range. BS. Look at that fuel tank, how much that's added. Christ. We can go so far. Yeah, that's misleading. Hopefully they're still here. We can almost go to Sadar. E-tating, something heading north on the oil turbine. Oil. Okay. We are heading north. We might catch them. Strike group. Send them in.
Attention, new target on the radar.
Okay. Oh, there's one just here. It's going along here. We can intercept. I think is this the Gepard? Pummel them a bit. Reload. Pummel. Dodge that. Lovely. God, how many missiles they're throwing at me. They are probably gone. In fact, yeah, I think this is a Wasp, isn't it? I'm looking at the design. Right, yeah, this has got to be a Wasp. Only Wasp had run out of fuel. Right. Gotcha. Right, nearly. Ow, 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 ow. Come on. Fire off a missile before we go. Didn't do anything, but worth the attempt. Oh wow, it's brought the other one back in. Oh no, it hasn't. No, this is the. Is this another Wasp? Oh no, that might cost us 2 whole grand in. God, the crew's just dying though, aren't they? Okay, the ammo's gonna go. Go safe. 100 rescued, okay. Right, we can crew some extra ships now.
Attention, new target on the radar.
Right, that's that target that we're after. Damaged. Damaged. They could go. Sent one about our presence. Damn, yep. One of the enemy vessels is a transport ship. If we can destroy all the others and keep this one intact, they'll surrender. So we want that. Right. A Courageous, which has got 1 gun, and a Lightning, which has got 2. Anti-ship missiles, can we see any? No. No, we cannot. And I think I've still got one on this Wasp, so... Don't hit the cargo ship. Or, you know, at least attempt to not hit the cargo ship. Preferably.
Missile launched.
Now, the cargo ship is armed, though. Aren't they? Yeah. Okay, that one's rolling. That one's probably going to crash. Could still pummel them a bit. Just to be certain. They're in a spin again. Ow!
Fuel 50%.
Oh god, that's gonna hurt. Yep, that's rough, that's rough.
The enemy has been destroyed.
Got him. I think I know what's causing the crew loss, by the way. I think what it is, when I was putting modules on it, I didn't have enough crew quarters and I just sort of stuck one on the top. Yeah, I think it does have armour on there, but that's going to be an issue. Right, we need to protect ourselves, secure the fuel, dismantle the cannon.
Warning, radar emission detected.
Okay, we've seen this before, so that means that we've got...
Field doing.
We'll not bother landing, we're just going to get in. Near the city we discovered a smooth, level platform dotted with low concrete domes, each topped with a heavy steel lid. It took us a while to pry one of them open. Inside we found a wide, deep shaft, and in the very centre of it we discovered a smooth white nose, of a missile. There are nuclear weapons of the gathering. We must extract them at once. Seems our enemy's nuclear arsenal is far larger than we had expected. Get these missiles out of the launch bays and onto our ships, Pluto. Ooh, God. We just discovered 3 nukes. Plus 2, 5 nukes. Jesus Christ. Oh, it's going to be really bad. It's going to cost us an entire 100. How are these that good? It makes no sense. Like, this thing looks like it should be in bits. It costs us £50,000 to repair. Right, this one, its landing pad, its landing gear is missing. Now that's the worst one. It's going to cost £1,000. Yet it's they've murdered everything without any issue, and they only cost us 10k to field. Jesus Christ. Yeah, we have a turbojet-powered radar homing cruise missile with a nuclear warhead, an anti-radiation missile with a nuclear warhead, an anti-radiation missile with a nuclear warhead. Yeah, so yeah, a bunch of those and one of them. And Christ Almighty, that is terrifying. Okay. Right, we'll exit there, we'll get out of here, and when I say we want to get out of here... Ah, nice. So we do have a save point. I can reload from here at any time. And I think that that might be a good point to call it. We've got really 40 hours of repairs? You are kidding me. We'll see how this goes, but I think that's good enough for now. I will see you next time. Thank you very much for watching.